Our next speaker is Andrew Gasser. Andrew is a precinct committeeman. Many of us know him very well. He's trying to make a difference in the state of Illinois, and he's now running for McHenry County Board. I welcome my dear friend and patriot, Andrew Gasser.
Thank you. When Denise asked me to speak today, I told her I was going to tell her the brutal and honest truth. I did a wonderful 21-year career, and then I retired to Illinois. Still trying to figure that out. But I want to say that Illinois needs leaders. And in this room, I see leaders. We need leaders who are not afraid to fight, who are able to fight the good fight, and who aren't afraid to stand up to the establishment and say, no, we're not going to take it anymore. And as I started working with Denise and trying to find my way in Illinois, I realized our Republican Party, it's so broken. And you know, when I come back to a state and the Speaker of the State House has been in power for 41 years, almost 42 years now. Do you realize almost 42 years Madigan's been in office? That's longer than I've been alive. Think about that. He's been in power longer than I've been alive. So corrupt. So I decided, you know, I'm the Air Force guy. I'm going to go in there and kick stuff around, and we're going to start changing things. So we started building a team. This is what we do. And I found some great people. And the thing about this team is we don't always get along all the time. But I think for the most part, we're trying to go in the same direction. So, no kidding, I found Chris Yeager. And then I found Christina Myers, found Paul Srwaka, I found Jackie, and I found Rod and Gail. And we decided we were going to take a plan where we were going to take over the McHenry County. And guess what? It's happening. And the cool thing about this is what you're doing is you're not empowering yourself, you're empowering others. And I believe that everybody in this room is a leader, and we are doing this because we believe in our country, and we believe in that we want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. We want to be part of the solution. Last night we had our Algonquin Township meeting where we reformed the Republican Party. And for the first time in 30 years, the reformers won. And it just wasn't a little victory. We smoke checked them. It was over 2-1. So when I tell you this, it's not to say, oh, look how great we are. We know we're all working hard, right? It's not to say, oh, look at me. It's to say, you can do this too. Because if it works in McCrook County, McHenry County, it can work anywhere. I want to kind of put my guys under the gun here and say, you got Paul over here, you got Rod, you got Chris, you got Christina up there. Go search these leaders out and take our plan and make it your plan. We will sit down with all of you. And you can only control what you can control. How can we go and fight the good fight for Paul Schimpf, for Larry Kayfish, and win these enormous races, statewide and congressional-wide, if you can't even carry your own precinct? Think about that. Do you know your neighbors? How much time do we put in effort to rebuilding Illinois, to rebuilding the Republican Party? But do you know your neighbors? Do you know how they vote? Do you know that the Republican Party doesn't want you to do anything about building the party because they're just happy to be where they are and they get their little piece of the pie and they're happy? That's wrong. So what I'm challenging all of you to do, all of you, everybody in this room, I'm not challenging you to run. I'm saying you have to run. I don't want to do this. Everybody who knows me knows I'm a space guy. I want to go, and I want to go back and work with NASA, but this is where I'm called. This is what I'm called to do. And so I'm challenging you all. I want you all to run for precinct committeeman. Great things are happening. Jack talked about it earlier. He talked about the state central committeeman. McHenry County's got 2 of them. We're changing. We're going to have 2 brand new state central committeemen in Illinois. And McHenry's going to lead the way on that. We can't change the party unless we change it all locally. The committeeman has enormous power, and it's really funny because they'll say, oh, don't run, don't run, don't run. We'll appoint you. That's the worst thing that can happen, because you get appointed and you get all the rights and privileges of a precinct committeeman, but you don't get to vote. Ugh. So run. And the great thing is, and this works, is when you want to call up your congressman or your senator, try this line if you're a precinct committeeman. And I've done this before. Sorry, Pete. Yeah, I need to talk to Pete Roscom. Oh, he's not available right now. Oh, well, can you just let him know Andrew Gosser called? Yeah, and where do you live? Oh, I'm in Fox River Grove. Yeah, I'm the precinct committeeman and also a Gallenquin Township Republican Central Committee trustee, and I really want to talk to him. Oh. I'm on hold for 17 minutes, and lo and behold, 17 minutes later, it's Pete. The power of the precinct committeeman is uncanny. It truly is one of the most powerful positions in the world, in politics, in our system of government. So, if we really want to change Illinois, if you really want to change your county, if you really want to change your city, there is no better way to do this than to run for precinct committeeman. It works. We've shown you how to do it. We want to make our plan your plan. We don't want any ownership of it. This is for you to go out and execute. And it's fun. The best part about this, can I say Mike Tryon's name? To watch Mike Tryon last night have to go through the roll call as we're just hammering his candidate down. It was fun. So in closing, I want to ask you all to control what you can control. Help get these good Republicans elected. Walk your precincts. If you're not a precinct committeeman yet, get appointed so that you can run in 2016. If you need any help, come see the people that I've told you to go see. We will sit and we will spend all the time you need. Make our plan your plan. Thank you all so very much for your time, and have a blessed evening.